What's up, Buffs fans? Today, we've really just got a quick update for you, so let's make like a rabbit and hop to it. We're going to talk about a massive portal target that we told you about earlier in the week. Now, this is huge news for Coach Prime and the Buffs, so grab you some cotton candy, sit back, and get ready, because this is the prime time for college football. Now, earlier this week, we told you about Nic Scrouton. He's transferring from Purdue, and we said that. And we also said that this is somebody that Coach Prime definitely needs to go after. And the reason we said that, the reason we thought it would be such a blatantly obvious pickup is, number one, because of Coach Prime and the Buffs' need for edge rushers. They already picked up Samuel Okunlula, of course, but on Twitter, Coach Prime said that he wanted Santa Claus to drop off a few more presents, and he did mention specifically an edge rusher or someone to rush the passer in that tweet. Moments after that, it was announced that Purdue defensive end Nic Scrouton, the edge prospect, would be entering the transfer portal. Now, was that coincidence, or was Coach Prime saying what he already knew was about to happen? We don't know, but we do think that there is something there. Since then, Nic Scrouton has officially entered the portal, and multiple big-time programs are after him and have a lot of interest in him. Now, reminder, Nick had 50 tackles last year. He had 15 tackles for losses, and he had 10 sacks on the season. He was huge in a Big Ten that put out some real top talent. Well, just yesterday, Bruce Feldman of The Athletic said that Nic Scrouton will be visiting Florida State, Louisville, and Colorado. Now, I have seen visits set up for both Florida State and Louisville. I believe one of them could even happen next week for Florida State and then just the day after for Louisville. I've not seen an official visit set up for Colorado yet, but I do know that Bruce Feldman is very reputable. He does a great job with The Athletic. He breaks a ton of coaching news, and I am eager to see if and when this visit is officially set up and we have a date for it. If he can get to Colorado's campus, that will be massive for Coach Prime. And if he can get him to commit, it'd obviously be even bigger. Now, Texas A&M, Alabama are amongst other schools who are interested here, and he is garnering interest from some of the very largest schools in the country. He's 6'4", 280 pounds. He led the Big Ten again in sacks. He's got a high motor, absolute beast off the edge, probably the best edge prospect that's in the portal right now. Strength off the charts, and he moves incredibly quick. He is a nightmare for opposing teams to have to try and contain. He's almost impossible for other teams to have to try to contain. Now, there is some thought that there may be an early leader in his recruitment, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, but make sure that you're following us and friends with us on Patreon and Discord. We just set that up. We told you about it yesterday, but it is free to join the Discord. It's also, you can join the Patreon as a free member. You can also join as a member with support and get access to different perks and benefits there for less than a cup of coffee a month. You can check out some exclusive and additional content there, but even if you don't want to, you can sign up for the Discord for free. Just as we're building this community, and we have 25,000 loyal fans on here who enjoy our content, more than that even, that watch every day but maybe aren't subscribed, join us on Discord, where we are creating a community that we'd love to interact with you on, and we'd love to really kind of keep the Colorado conversation going at all times. So it's not just these 10, 15-minute updates daily. We can talk with you and chat with you about Colorado football and Coach Prime all day. Links to all of that, whether you want to pay or be a free member, is down in the description. Now, a lot of people think that Florida State has an early edge here. And to their credit, they've done a phenomenal job with edge prospects in the portal. They picked up Jermaine Johnson, who, if you watched the NFL game last night, he had a tip to himself and an interception that he took back as a outside linebacker, defensive end, depending on where he lines up. They've also done a very good job with Jared Verse, who transferred in from Albany and probably will go first round this year as well. You're going to need to go really hard here if you're Colorado or anyone else to challenge Florida State, because they can certainly sell the development at that defensive end position. Kind of like what Colorado can do with defensive backs, and the fact that Coach Prime is the best defensive back recruiter in the country, you certainly have to like Florida State's chances to be a really good and attractive defensive end type place. They've already picked up one kid who's top 10 in the portal, in Marvin Jones Jr., whose dad played for Florida State. Could they pick up another one here in Scrouton? Don't count out the Buffs, though, because they've already picked up, like we said, Samuel Okunlula, a big-time, massive addition on the defensive line at that edge position. Could they get another one? Absolutely. Louisville's there as well. You cannot count out big-time programs like A&M and Alabama, and you got to love these Colorado FSU battles. You certainly saw Travis Hunter a few years ago. You've seen multiple guys transfer from Florida State to Colorado. Casey Roddick actually transferred from Colorado to Florida State and played on their offensive line a ton this year. And then, of course, Charles Lester, certainly one that we remember this year, who was going back and forth between Florida State and Colorado. Now, what happens here with Scrouton? I'm not sure yet. Continue to stay plugged in with the channel. Continue to stay locked in. I'll update things as I'm hearing them in the Discord, so make sure you go join that. I will be able to insert more inside info over there at times, so join our Patreon, join the Discord. Again, there are free membership options available for both. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you for being locked in with the channel. We're climbing, and we've got big goals for this season, so make sure that you stay with us and stay locked in. Tell a friend about us. We appreciate that a ton. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in to the prime time for college football.